Hey everybody, it's me, V, the CPS Scholar, and I'm coming back with a review of Ready to Love. Yes, I know I'm late. Forgive me. I've been fighting the man all weekend, aka my HOA. It's a whole long story. I should have got a house without an HOA, but there's not many of those where I live at. And so I've been fighting the man and getting my power back and cussing out a few people, but I'm not like that. I'm sweet. Anyways, like I said, I hope everybody is healthy, happy, loved, and ready to talk about Ready to Love, aka Ready to Smash, because don't nobody end up together. And then it's always some fiasco about who was real, who was acting, who was fake. Liz, Aisha, and freaking Bernice on there talking about the show fake. Ain't nobody tell you go on there and do all that with these dudes and fall in love in 2 weeks. Even though it says ready to love, it's not called ready to commit, ready to get married, ready to well, you can smash if you want to, but all that other good stuff, y'all, it's a mess. And this episode, to me, it wasn't given what it all the way was supposed to be given or whatever, because put a ring on it just blew it out the water. I was more excited to talk about that, but I had to bring you guys a review because this is my show and y'all love these reviews. Just to talk about the people that's on here. Yeah, I'm a little messy. I talk a little bit of mess or whatever. And I know I would never shout out to the people who go on the show because I would not have the bravery to take my behind on there so people could rip up my clothes, my hair, what I look like, my teeth, my nickname, everything to give us this good content that y'all bring us on the beautiful own. So I appreciate y'all. With all that being said, let's get into the episode. Let me pull up my notes. Let me see. Let's take a look what happened on this episode. There wasn't much going on. So of course the man would have their people come lawnmower during this time, but it is what it is. Anyways, they're all at a grown up summer camp, aka the getaway, and it's a 2-day getaway weekend. It's basically where the people who have more than one connection can all be in one place and it all equals messy. So it's pretty much time to shit or get off the pot. So Messy Production has Clifton, aka Plaid Shirt, aka Bronny Man, aka Big Like I Like 'em, show up with Auntie Dakia. Shout out to SJ Dub. And Joy, who's the guy's girl. They are two of his strongest connections, and the setup is real. Dakia and Joy fake hug each other. Hey girl, how you doing? All that fake shit that they do. And at some point, everyone is picking their beds, which is mostly bunk beds. And I'm like, how that's gonna work? If y'all really wanted to get it in, you couldn't without an audience. If you're into that, that's your business. No judgment zone. But why we put a whole bunch of grown ass people in bunk beds? I don't know. But anyways, maybe they couldn't find enough space. Sabrina shows up and they notice that there's one big room with a big bed and it had two bags. They keep asking Cliff if he knew who the other bag was for, and he kept playing like he had no clue. And once they realize it's Joy's big green bag, backpack, he says he recognizes it and he recognizes the smell of it. Is that right, Cliff? You sniffed it, huh? Stop telling on yourself. But anyways, I think Cliff and Joy had it set up before they showed up. You know how when you go on a trip with your homeboy, homegirl, your boo, whatever. Like we all gonna show up. This is what we gonna do. This is where everybody gonna sleep, and you do the plan before the plan to make sure everybody's happy where they have their accommodations. And I think they basically talked about the setup before they showed up and conversed about how the weekend would go. So to me, Cliff is being super suspect by not admitting he realized that Joy was going to throw her bag in his room. So Tommy comes in, Tommy in his turtleneck or whatever nice outfit he wants to show off that day, comes in and he says Tina and her wig is having car trouble and she's on the way. And he says a man will go home mid trip. So then it turns over to we finally see Tori having a conversation with Demetrius. Why are we talking to Demetrius? I don't know, about Truth or Dare and how Sabrina and him have not been right since then. And I'm like, Tori, why are you talking to the ops? Why are you talking to your competition about your issue? This talk should have been with Sabrina. None of this makes any sense. Are you trying to be homeboys with dude? Or are you trying to be with Sabrina? Because he wouldn't give you that much of a heads up because Demetrius what they call him, Bishop Demetrius, stated himself, he barely put in any effort towards Sabrina. You think he gonna put in effort in being your friend? No. Anyways, Demetrius knows the deal, and it once again makes Tori look weak. Tori, you're lovely, probably a nice person. You looking weak, bruh. You looking weak. I don't know what else to say. Now we see Donovan and Sabrina, and basically they're talking about red flag, discusses her red flags, and one of the red flags is that Donovan's only been single for 3 months, and he gives her a pause because she wonders if he's ready, and he says he needs a partner, and she doesn't like any of it but it doesn't make any sense because she's only been free for a hot minute herself. I think she's been divorced for 5 months, so she's just looking for ways to eliminate dudes or whatever. She doesn't want to be out in these streets, so she doesn't want to be submissive to Demetrius, but doesn't want to partner with Donovan because he may be a player. But she does have several options on the hood. Go Sabrina, go girl. And to me, I always talk about it. It's called rotational dating, ma'am. You're doing it right now. You probably shouldn't even be on this damn show. Until you commit to everyone, to anyone, it's still a game. Everybody's an option. And ladies, please don't assume exclusivity. You will play yourself. Dudes most of the time have options open 2, 3, 4, and we'll see one dude and we like, that's bae. That's my husband. God told me we were supposed to be together. And he got 3 other chicks that God told him to be with. So you playing your damn self. Anyway, so we go to Carmen and Paul and fake Macy Gray is what I call Carmen, aka Baby Jesus Eyes, is once again serving hot sex on platters. And Paul this time is not here for it. I think it doesn't help that Chill Bill, everybody's homeboy, said she would be a better fit for POJ. So remember, he's PO, and then they thought Gigolo was spelled with a J, so his old name was POJ. So basically, she's the type of woman that would be with that part of his personality. And supposedly he's grown up and he's mature. Now we see Auntie Dakia outside with Clifton, the brawny man, letting him know she feels some type of way. Everyone knows that he had 2 connections, and it was common knowledge that he and Joy were into each other. But he left things open for you, Dakia, my engineer, I love you, to be an option. So you have to make the choice, Dakia, to walk away. Do the analysis, you know what we do, figure out pros and cons, see what you like, what you don't like, see if it's worth it, and you walk away so that you control your destiny versus this dude who's obviously playing games. And also, you need to ask the important questions so there are no surprises. Just give me some advice, Auntie. We probably the same damn age, but they call you Auntie Dakia. Either way, you have the choice to walk away. So on to Joy and Donovan. They're over there giving friendship vibes, but let me tell you, I love you, Joy. You're a guy's girl. Super cute, very stunning, nice smile. But you love to put your body on folks. You always got some leg, foot, or all this other bullshit you putting on people. It can send off the wrong signal. Everybody know you for Clifton. I don't know if Clifton for you, but you for Clifton, and it sends off a bad energy or whatever. So she asked who your connections are to Donovan, and he says Tina, who, like I said, went missing. She in the vortex, and Carmen, Baby Jesus Eyes. Carmen comes over. She comes over. You know, she be giving her body. Carmen, you got a body, girl. And she directly asks how he is with Joy. She don't play. She gonna let you know, hey, what's up? What's good? We doing this or not? Because she's very competitive. He says we're just friends. Carmen is happy that Donovan is showing her affection because Paul is definitely no longer giving that energy. He's like, church finger, I'm out. I ain't got time for Baby Jesus Eyes. Either way, Sabrina comes up and throws shade at Demetrius and asks if she could sit next to him because she doesn't know if he likes her anymore. She's not feeling the love or reciprocity. And Demetrius is concerned that Sabrina doesn't feel his interest. And I'm like, but that's due to lack of effort. We've never seen you do anything to really show your interest. You always letting other dudes chase her. I honestly feel she likes you because you're more of a challenge. Ladies, we like challenges. We know damn well that man don't be wanting us or he ain't on us like that. And we want to prove that we're the better person and we end up playing ourselves in the end. So now we have Kidney Shifter, aka Tori, flirting with Carmen. You didn't learn your lesson with Precious? You ain't learned, Tori? Really? He keeps asking where she's sleeping and if her bed is comfortable, all types of inappropriate shit. And everybody else thinks it's funny. But he's like the male version of her. He keeps leading with sex. And he wonders why he keeps getting the same result. Nobody's taking you seriously, bro. Even if you got a baby arm in the bed, they'll go for a ride. Women are just as bad as men. They'll go for a ride, which is a couple people might fall in love because they say Dante was a beast in the bed. That's why all them ladies was going crazy. He got all them kids and all them baby mamas because people like to ride that ride, allegedly. But they'll go along with it. But will they really have feelings the way you want to be loved? I don't know. On to the next, because I'm gonna keep moving through this episode. Now we see Joy and Clifton. They coming out with matching onesies and shit. And the kid is upset because she's not really expressing herself how upset she is. Like, dang, they done came and they picked the room together. They got matching onesies. They doing a whole sleepover and shit. And you was not invited to Kia. You left. You ate some oysters. He played with you. He left. Now moving on to Sabrina and Tori. So they go to have a talk, and he expresses his feelings. To be loved. To be loved. Whoa, what a feeling. To be loved. It's horrible, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm crazy. I apologize. And he does all that, and she promptly drops that ass in the friend zone. We friends. Bye, Tori. Bye. Okay, on to the next. Clifton said it's like the next day, and Clifton says waking up with Joy is like waking up on Christmas morning. And I'm like, Clifton, did you open her present? I'm wrong, y'all. I'm petty. But can you imagine a dude? I like that type of energy, saying that you're like Christmas morning, like he's opening. When you're a kid, you're opening all. You can't wait. You waking up early to open those presents. You're barely eating. You're stressing your parents out. You eat your good food, your ham and whatever. You don't eat the swine, whatever you eat, whatever good food you eat, and you go play with your toys until you don't care about them anymore, right? But anyways, he says she gives him that holiday feel. You go, girl. But anyways, he goes outside with her, and she wants to discuss his other connection to Kia. Why? You know you got this on lock. What the hell is we talking about? But anyways, for Joy, this is my perception. For Joy, it seems to be a slam dunk. But Cliff still hasn't closed off his other options. See what I said, ladies? See? He want to make sure if him and Joy don't work out, the Kia on back order so that he can still go holler at her. Anyways, the kid's in her feelings, so Sabrina goes and does a welfare check with her. And she is in her feelings because Joy and Cliff are waving their love flags in her face, and she just wishes that he had said something. But obviously, something has changed now that Joy is around, and that's when it'll come out. If you go into a room and you're supposedly with people who are dating the same people, they're gonna float over to the people they care most about. They might say, hey, I'm just going to use my example. I don't want you to talk about my stuff. But either way, there was a dude, two people were interested. I was one of the people. Whenever I came into the room, it's like the other chick didn't exist. She knew it. I knew it. We knew what it was. But he was still, nobody was serious. So it was open field season. But you'll see the dudes float to who they really give a damn about, especially if it's in one space, because they don't want to ruin whatever. They don't want to ruin the options of the one that they might actually mess with on the side, but they know damn well you're the main focus and they don't want to mess that up. Also, a dude told me that a man will never do anything to mess up his chances with you if he really cares about you. So, of course, he's not going to want you to know that there's other people on the line, other fish on the hook, you know? So it's crazy. Either way, everybody's being shady about that. To me, everybody's being shady about their actual top choices or connections. And, oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Tina was a no call, no show. I saw some outside tea or why she said she quit the show. She ain't have time. She has a 2-year-old. If she has a 2-year-old, she's working, doing this all this stuff. I don't even know why she took her ass on this show. That's why I be like, sometimes y'all go on there for clout because it makes no sense. You don't have like what's his name, Tyrone. I don't think he went on there for clout, but once he figured out he didn't have the bandwidth to date multiple people, he didn't eliminate himself from the show. He eliminated people. He focused on what was important to him because he knew this was a opportunity to meet somebody that you could have a true connection with. Tina just eliminated her damn self, which a lot of people on this show did. Either way, let me get back on my notes. The Kia gets a pick me up from Paul. He gives her all, he shows her love. He gives her positive affirmations. Lets her know she's a strong black woman. I'm not a strong black woman, y'all. Check out my other videos and see why I'm saying that. Check that out. So he's Paul is really showing off his good side. There's totally like a thought process where Paul's actually a good dude and he's the one that all the girls actually go to confide in. And that's why he hasn't gotten eliminated. But it's too bad he showed up with creepy POJ first, and POJ was on the show versus actual nice Paul. It might have went different for him. Anyways, I was sitting around thinking, I was like, Tori, you have no connection. You got beautiful locks, very sweet, all that good stuff. You have no connection. So I'm like, your ass about to go. But he should have self-eliminated when he saw Ace didn't even bother to show up. They say he should do with Tyrone, allegedly. And then Precious, you done gave her a kiss and talked about shifting her kidneys. But apparently her and dang on Sabrina are homegirls, so that backfired on his ass. Sabrina off living her best life, dating the world. You have no connections here. And now you're going to flirt with Carmen, which everybody's trying to connect with Carmen. And I think Carmen knows how to play the game literally because she works in branding and marketing and is around rich men all the time and probably knows exactly how to sway their attitudes and thoughts. Look how she walked in with what they call what J Dub said when she walked in with her daddy, aka Senior Rick Fox Senior. She came in, she was serving bodies, she was catering to him, she was giving him the touch where you connect, where it's not completely sexual, but you know that they possibly can do something, but you know damn well they ain't finna do nothing. But that's how you're connecting with the body language. She knows how to play the game well. Carmen, props to you. But either way, you're gonna try to connect with her, knowing damn well she ain't gonna take you seriously. So he should have self-eliminated like everyone else. Either way, they did a deliberation and a bunch of different people's names, men names were dropped in the bottom, but most of them said Tori and Paul. And then they do that thing again where they make everybody get in a circle and tell people about themselves and why they're not good dating prospects. And they're telling you to your face in front of your other dating prospects. How that's going to help people get together, nobody knows. And Sabrina is the one acting as the axe woman. But we're left with a cliffhanger. We don't know who's going home. So who do you think will be eliminated? I think Tori's going home because at a minimum they at least like POJ, aka Paul. You know, he's the old school player that treat all the ladies good, so they at least want to be around him for the good treatment and the validation. But there's a preview, and it looks like there's a clash of the titans between Auntie Dakia and Baby Jesus Eyes, aka Carmen, and I'm here for it. So that's what happened on this episode 9 of Ready to Love, the Getaway Shuffle. Definitely everybody's shuffling. This season, like I said, to me, is better than the DC season, only because they brought in colorism, they brought in all this other bullshit into there that made it very hard to watch and drove me insane. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't care for Zadia's attitude. What the hell, Naeem? He fine as hell, but he did some bitch assness to me. There was the Brown Girl Squad, which I'm melanated and beautiful. See, I'm brown skin, so I was all for it. We're all beautiful colors of the rainbow, but they brought the stankness with it. And then we had Mr. T, aka Phil, fake dating Mumi, knowing damn well he don't like chocolate. But there were so many shenanigans on that thing. I actually prefer this when they called them the B Squad. I'm thinking B Squad, y'all all right. But this show definitely needs to be revamped. They need to be off. I don't know if people can't take off work. They ain't got PTO to go be on Ready to Love, but they definitely need to get back to the resort. So Will Packard and y'all folks, if y'all listening to this, please take them back to the resort so it could be amazing. Like Love is Blind, all those shows, they all seclude them until they make their connections and then they release them into the wild, aka the real world, to see if the connections are actually going to last out in the real world. And as you can see, for most of these connections, they do not. With that being said, thank you for joining me for the review. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for the support. Hopefully the mic is working well because I got some amazing feedback from an amazing person that the content is good. Thank you. I'm flattered that the content is good, but the mic has been acting up a little bit. I'm trying a different mic, but I have another mic coming in the mail. Hopefully it'll let me lift every voice and sing and get my content out here with the highest quality for you guys. But anyways, I love you so much. Love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And the CPS Scholar is out. Bye, y'all.